As the dust settles from a unique FY 2020, I want to congratulate everyone in the district for another outstanding year. In FY 20, the Omaha district executed $1.65 billion, surpassing the previous district record of $1.6 billion in 2012. The Fueling Systems POL MCX program also had their best year ever, executing $156 million, or approximately 9.5% of the entire district's FY20 program. Awesome work by the entire team, and thanks for an FY20 job well done. The Fuels program has a lot to celebrate this year, including the fuel tank program achieving their return to operator goals, Todd Wolpert being selected as Program Manager of the Year for leading our Dynamic Fuels SRM program, a groundbreaking STEM outreach initiative with local high schools and universities, and a successful Defense Fuels Summit last November in Omaha that brought together our partners in DLA, Air Force, Navy, and industry. This success comes down to those individuals who work hard every day delivering engineering solutions to our nation's toughest challenges. Each of you serves a different role in making the Omaha Fuels program successful. And the one thing you have in common is purpose to support the warfighter globally by providing clean and reliable fuel. I could not be more proud of each and every one of you for the outstanding service delivered to this great nation. The POL MCX Peer Awards offers an opportunity to celebrate our success and recognize those individuals who made a positive difference to a program, project, or person. Looking ahead to next year, we must continue to champion change whenever necessary to deliver a quality product to our stakeholders. We here in the Department of Defense have a strong fuels program, and I'm looking to each of you to make it even stronger. Essayons, and now let's get to the awards.
Thank you for joining us for this virtual fiscal year 2020 Fueling Systems POL MCX Peer Award Ceremony. This is the third year holding these awards, and I'll quickly go over the background. At the end of each fiscal year, each member of the POL MCX is eligible to nominate one member of the Omaha District who supports the POL MCX Fuels program. This is a zero threshold award, meaning that if someone is nominated, they automatically receive a certificate and a miniature 3D printed 4-inch pipe person trophy. The twist is that each nominator also receives that very same miniature 3D printed 4-inch pipe person trophy. The certificates will be read in alphabetical order by the last name of each recipient. We start with Mr. Jason Burrell. Jason Burrell was nominated by Katherine Fisher. In her nomination, Katherine writes, "I nominate Jason Burrell for his exceptional attitude and willingness to work cooperatively and diligently to ensure the fuels program is running efficiently and effectively. Jason is helpful, proactive, resourceful, and willing to communicate through even the most challenging situations. As the fuels program continues to grow year after year, it is sometimes easy to miss opportunities in the day-to-day hustle to stop and say thank you. Your hard work and determination have paid off. And I would like to take the opportunity to acknowledge all that you have done for the fuels program in your day-to-day and the countless hours I'm sure you put in behind the scenes for the advancement of the fuels program and the USACE fuels team. One team, one fight." Next, Ron Wieser nominates Katherine Fisher. In his nomination, he writes, "Katherine's ability to communicate and be transparent concerning her actions in contracting have provided a clear path forward from the request to advertise stage to award. Her transparency provided the basis for a great working relationship and success on multiple projects." Next, Adam Ashton nominates John Hickman. In his nomination, Adam writes, "John is an ideal professional and has been a great addition to bringing success to the Omaha District Fuels program. His contributions, efforts, and communication within the PDT reflect highly on the district and the success we have had this year. John is always looking for ways to improve and innovate the processes to award and execute our contracts, both effectively and ethically. I have greatly appreciated his teamwork within the program and feel he has been and will continue to be an integral part in Fuel's success as we move into the future. Next, Dalton Carter nominates Phil Jackman. In his nomination, Dalton writes, Phil Jackman has shown great work ethic, leadership, and drive to aid the Fuels team. For myself in particular, as I learned the processes and work that goes along with this position, he has been very helpful and a great resource for information to assist in my own endeavors. Next, Matt Olichnik nominates Sergeant First Class Jennings. In his nomination, Matt writes, I appreciated Sergeant First Class Jennings' early involvement in scope development. Her constant contact regarding the contract procurement milestones was instrumental in awarding the final design task order for the DLA MILCON DESC 2003 Fuels Facility Replacement for Robert Gray Armory Airfield at Fort Hood, Texas. I am confident we are in good hands with Sergeant Jennings as contract specialist if the POL MCX is asked to contract procure the follow-on construction project. Next, Nicole Parker nominates Adam Little. In her nomination, Nicole writes, Adam Little does an incredible job of providing insightful quality work, and his responsiveness aids in streamlining the acquisition process. His consistently positive attitude, focus, and ability to collaborate play a tremendous role in the success of even the most challenging projects. Adam holds a high standard of excellence and provides positive attributes to the Fuels program. Adam is a valued asset, and we are all fortunate to have him on the team. Next, Melissa Winchell nominates Jan McGargill. In her nomination, Melissa writes, Jan is an important team member to the Fuels program and provides strong evidence of that with her effective communication and patience with other team members. She assisted the Fuels team accomplishments for fiscal year 2020 with her quick turnaround for the review and signature for funds requests and the creation of PR&Cs, which are a vital part of the award process. Jan is an important contributor to the success of the POL MCX operation.
Next, Mr. Alex Niederbuhl nominates Dustin Scheuffele. In his nomination, Alex writes, Dustin consistently looks out for the more junior engineers within the branch and seeks to help them learn and improve. He works diligently to ensure project success across the Fuels program and seeks to incorporate valuable lessons learned to improve upon designs for future projects. In my opinion, Dustin is the northern star of the Fuels program, constantly lighting the path to clean, dry fuel. Next, Chad Holra nominates Dustin Scheuffele. In his nomination, Chad writes, Dustin worked very hard with me and Adam Ashton to create a workable request for proposal for the new API 570 program being executed through the centrally managed program. Dustin took comments from project management and contracting and was able to create a usable RFP package that created a project with no amendments. Dustin has also stepped up whenever needed, as he also joined me for the Source Selection Evaluation Board for Camp Roberts, since the lead engineer was on travel. Dustin had little knowledge of the project beforehand and took the time to prepare and study so that there would be no delays during the SSEB. Even after the SSEB, Dustin continued to check up on the project to ensure it was awarded and confirm he had completed all necessary tasks. Dustin is a hard-working and mission-focused, which has been extremely helpful during fiscal year 2020 with all the other issues occurring. Next, Todd Wolpert nominates Dustin Scheuffele. Todd writes, Dustin was instrumental in the development of the scope of work for the failed truck fill stand rapid response effort at Peterson Air Force Base. Dustin took the lead, pulled the PDT together, and provided a true request for proposal, almost 35%, within 5 days that was able to be released to the contractors for proposals. Dustin spearheaded the changes required after the contractor reviewed and was able to provide the revised RFP package within 48 hours. Dustin also supported the failed hydrant loop rapid response effort at Seymour Johnson Air Force Base, where he provided the scope of service required for the type of contract vehicle, which is truly out of the norm that is used by the POL MCX. Many times, Dustin would answer his phone after hours and while on leave to assist with providing responses to questions and support the field activities. I really appreciate his can-do attitude and willingness to go above and beyond to support the fields program at Omaha. Next, Susie Brunati nominates Richard Smith. In her nomination, Susie writes, Richard Smith has been the construction manager on multiple projects in this last fiscal year. I have appreciated his professionalism and excellent communication skills while working RFIs and construction modifications. I feel his assistance has kept the projects on schedule, which is allowing us to return the tanks back to service on time. His efforts have made a positive impact to the installation, Air Force Petroleum Office, the Defense Logistics Agency project manager, and to me. Next, Deborah Massenberg from Headquarters Corps nominates Michael Watson. In her nomination, Deborah writes, Mr. Watson has supported the Defense Logistics Agency Fields Program as a subject matter expert in all technical aspects as part of the POL MCX. Mr. Watson always makes time to be available for design reviews, progress meetings, or conferences to ensure continuity and completion of fuel-related projects. His engineering expertise is invaluable to the successful execution of the program, and his advice, ideas, and solutions to problems are always on target. DLA appreciates and values the commitment and professionalism that Mike constantly brings to the job, and they lean heavily on his guidance to help solve many of DLA's toughest engineering and design challenges. DLA's senior leadership supports the recognition of Mr. Watson for this distinguished award and has shared with me how he continues to go the extra mile to make sure DLA's design and construction goals are properly implemented. They have also expressed to me that he has and will always be considered by the DLA Milcon Division as an integral part of their team. And that speaks volumes into the impact that he has had to catapult the POL MCX program to the level it is today. Next, Melissa Harlan nominates Ron Wieser. Melissa writes, Ron Wieser has an exceptional attitude and willingness to work cooperatively and diligently with everyone while ensuring not only project execution, but successful project execution. Ron does a superb job of providing detailed documentation that aids in streamlining the acquisition process tremendously and continues to stay positive and focused, even during lengthy and challenging projects. Ron carries a high standard of excellence and provides positive attributes to the Fuels program. We are very fortunate to have him on our team. Lastly, Scott Matrangos nominates Tracy Wolz. In his nomination, Scott writes, as a cost estimator supporting a diverse array of fuels projects with wide-ranging levels of complexity, Tracy Wolz is a highly respected and often unheralded team member. She is a consummate professional, continually refining her craft to provide timely, high-quality products, ensuring the government's cost estimates fully account for innumerable project-specific requirements. Tracy is an exceptional resource and continually supports the POL MCX mission to the maximum extent possible. Thank you again for joining us for this virtual fiscal year 2020 Fueling Systems POL MCX Peer Award Ceremony. If you were the recipient of a certificate and a trophy, please send a thank you note to the nominator and maybe even a selfie showing you holding the trophy where it's located on your desk or in your home. Stay safe. We'll see you next year.